Welcome to Oak Lanes in Westland, the setting for this year's exciting Bowling Showcase Adult Challenge. I'm your host, Mark Martin, and I want to thank you for joining us for this semifinal action. And sitting here with me for all of this year's Adult Challenge is Oak Lanes proprietor Jason Papa. Welcome, Jason.
Hey, thanks for having me, Mark. Really excited for this next semifinal match. Last week was really fun and exciting, high scoring, and hoping for the same today.
Absolutely, I totally agree. We want to welcome all of you at home watching on our new station, Detroit 50. And we're glad you've continued to spend your morning with Bowling Showcase. Over the last 4 weeks, in the first round, you watched 8 adult teams from Metro Detroit go head-to-head in Baker team competition. It was a pretty amazing first round and pretty amazing semifinal last week. So we started this year with 8 teams: Cherry Hill Lanes North, Country Lanes, Fantastics Bowling Club, 5-Star Lanes, Oak Lanes, Perfect Game, Thunderbolt Lanes, and Woodland Lanes. 4 winning teams have moved to the semifinals. We already have one punched their ticket to the finals to continue their quest to be the champion. So let's take a look at today's exciting semifinal match. Our second semifinal match of the challenge features Cherry Hill Lanes North facing off against Fantastics Bowling Club. Cherry Hill Lanes North, they got here by beating Perfect Game in the first round to secure their spot. And the Fantastics Bowling Club, they claimed their spot by beating Country Lanes in the first round and continuing their quest to be the best. It's Cherry Hill Lanes North versus Fantastics Bowling Club, with only one team moving into the coveted final championship spot. So there you have it. Once again, we're honored to have Jason and MD USBC Association Manager Phil Goodman joining me to help bring you all the action. Teams are all set, the lanes are dressed, and the crowd is ready to cheer. So stick around. We'll be right back with the start of this year's semifinal action next on Bowling Showcase.
When you need your lawsuit one and done, call 1-800-LAWYERS. Auto injuries, slip and fall, Social Security disability. Call 1-800-LAWYERS. Zamler, Schiffman, and Carfus. Don't let your case go in the gutter.
Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We are the largest affiliate of the United States Bowling Congress with over 30,000 members of all ages. We support USBC certified league competition and organize USBC certified tournament competition. We provide 18 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com. Okay, here we are. We're ready for the competition, the second semifinal match of the Bowling Showcase Adult Challenge. Got a couple of pretty good teams. Scores weren't overly high that first round for these two teams, but they've advanced. Cherry Hill North and the Fantastics Bowling Club. Should be a pretty good match.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I think we're going to see some higher scores out of these two teams. I think, both matches, they're in the first round. They were not quite comfortable.
Right.
I think this week we're going to see something a little different.
Yeah, we got Dave Davis up for the Cherry Hill Lanes North team on lane 4 here at Oak Lanes.
That's a pretty good start.
That's a good start. That's a darn good start. So now we got Fred Whitmore for the Fantastics Bowling Club. Been bowling for over 50 years. Has a silver coaching certificate and a high average of 224. He's a 10-pin.
That was a pretty good ball by Fred.
Yep.
Got a little bit of a bad break there. Looks like he switched to a spare ball to pick up this 10 pin.
Well, like he kind of told us at the conclusion there, I mean, he doesn't throw the ball real hard.
Right. He knows his game.
He knows his game, absolutely.
As a coach and a player.
Yep.
He coached himself right into that
That's
one,
right.
didn't he? He knew it when he let it go. He's like, I got one.
Lori Collier now up for the Cherry Hill Lanes North team. Been bowling for 35 years. Ooh.
Oh, she got a good break there, tripping that 10 pin out of there.
That's right. He's got the 4-7. Again, a fairly easy spare. In that first round, she left this and failed to convert.
Let's see if she learned her lesson.
She did.
And she did.
She made it a little close, but
Looks good on the scoreboard.
that's right. Put it on the paper. Now Karen Whitmore up for the Fantastics Bowling Club.
Karen, the wife of Fred Whitmore, who we just saw.
Yep, threw strikes both her appearances in that first round. Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Got a tie match through 2 frames. Paul Udicon up for Cherry Hill Lanes North. High average 219. He's a process technician. He lives in Holly.
Paul threw a lot of strikes in their first round match as well, I believe.
And throws one there. Eugene Williams Sr., G7, now up for the Fantastics Bowling Club. High average of 218, started at the age of 12. Crosses over and leaves a 5-pin.
And the fingers are going up. Once again, like we explained a few weeks ago, that if you miss the 5-pin in league, you got to buy everybody a drink who's got their finger up.
Got their finger up.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
You know, it should be just the opposite, too.
Yeah.
You make it, everybody's got their
They
finger
should
up, should buy
you a drink. Yeah. For some reason, it never works out that way.
You know, that several years ago, I was bowling the national tournament, and several years ago, and one of my teammates left the 5-pin, and he missed it, and he bought for both our teams.
Right on.
And then later on in the same set, he did the same thing.
Oh, my gosh.
He said, I'm not buying again.
That's great.
Jim Kula up, leaves a 2-pin, comes a little light.
You know, that could have been a lot worse. You know, he should probably just be grateful that was the 10 or the 2-pin and just go up there and run it down.
Oh, I'm sure he's grateful. And covers it up. Got a match here that's just kind of going along nice and clean, nice and even. Now we have Candace Bradley coming up on lane 5.
One thing about Candace that people notice is her really high backswing. A lot of women
Don't do that, that's for sure. And she comes through with a strike to keep this match dead even through 4 frames.
Both teams with a Dutch 200 game going, huh?
That's right. And for those of you at home, Dutch 200 alternating spares and strikes through an entire game. Joe Juzik, the strike. Keep their Dutch going. So now Ken Williams, or Corky, is up for the Fantastics. They're working on a strike. Strike here would give them a 10-pin advantage going to the second half of the match.
Yeah, I think Corky'd really like to get this one here.
I think you're right. I'm sure his team would. And I'm sure Archie Denard, their team sponsor, definitely would. And he does it. So we've come to the end of the first half of this second semifinal match.
Yeah, pretty exciting match, back and forth. A couple little mistakes by each team, but nothing catastrophic. Both teams are still in this, and should be a really exciting second half of the game.
Well, the Fantastics have a 10-pin lead going into the second half. Each team working on a strike. I mean, it'll be wonderful.
Yeah, you got to come out of the gate firing. I think both teams need to.
That's right. So we'll be back after these messages on Bowling Showcase with the second half of our match in the semifinals.
$1-800-LAWYERS is Michigan's premier auto injury law firm. They have helped thousands of people and won millions of dollars for clients. Period. The attorneys at 1-800-LAWYERS are in it to win it. Call the law office of Zamler, Schiffman, and Karfus.
The Michigan State USBC provides tournament competition and recognition for men, women, and youth bowlers in Michigan. Tournaments include Open, Women's, and Youth Championships. Also Youth Masters, Queens, Masters, and Senior Masters. Recognition includes first-time 300 games and 800 series for all members and 600 and 700 club memberships for women. Visit MichiganStateUSBC.com for entry blanks and more information on the Michigan State USBC. Welcome back to Bowling Showcase Adult Challenge semifinal action here at Oak Lanes. We've made the turn. We're in the second half of this match. We're going to send it down to Phil Goodman to talk to Cherry Hill Lanes North and Joe Juzik. Joe Juzik.
Joe, this is a very close match, really just a one-ball difference. Going into the second half of the game, what strategies are you going to put in place?
We're going to need some strikes. We got a good team across from us, and we just got to do the best we can to knock all 10 down.
Yeah, well, you have a very skilled team, and I know that you guys have planned and bowl regularly very well, so good luck in going into the
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, back to Mark and Jason.
Thank you, Phil and Joe.
Sounds like a good plan, huh?
Sounds like a great plan.
Yeah.
Just keep throwing strikes.
That's right.
Because, you know, if you don't throw, looks like if you don't throw strikes in this game, you could be, going home.
Yeah, quite a bit different these semifinal matches versus our, our first round
matches.
of
I
matches
agree.
several weeks ago.
I agree. So we got Fred Whitmore up for the Fantastics Bowling Club on lane 4. Fantastics working on a double. Oh, yeah.
Right. The team liked it when he let it go. They were saying,
Yep.
good toss, good toss.
Right.
Uh-oh.
They're telling him to breathe now. Dave Davis now up for Cherry Hill Lanes North on the right-hand lane.
Dave had a strike last time he was up, right?
He did. Oh, solid 10-pin. Absolutely solid, rock solid 10-pin.
Well, it looks like the Cherry Hill North team is keeping their Dutch 200 game going, but
that's probably not going to be enough today.
yeah, Fantastics, they have a little different plan, I think.
I agree.
Well, let's see what happens.
All right.
It's never over till it's over, right?
That's true. So Karen Whitmore now up. Fantastics bowling on, working on 3 strikes in a row. Karen has thrown 3 strikes so far in this competition, 2 in the first round and 1 in the semifinal here. Let's see what she can do here.
You know, with a high game of 299, she knows how to throw strikes.
There's no doubt about that. Wow.
And there's another one.
Absolutely. Lori Collier now up for Cherry Hill Lanes North on lane 5 here at Oak Lanes.
They really need a strike out of Lori right now.
Crosses over, leaves the 6-pin. Well, there went the Dutch 200.
Yeah, you know, they're still in this game, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Anything can happen here. She's just got to, you know, pick this up and turn the game over to the rest of her team.
No doubt, no doubt. Eugene Williams, retired from Comcast as a service technician, is now up on lane 4 for the Fantastics Bowling Club. 49 years in our sport.
In a really good spot right now, that's for sure.
Oh! Got to spot the 10-pin. Hey, we're going to have a little break in the action while we wait for the 10-pin to be respotted. It's under the rules. That pin was leaning over, but it got knocked over by the pin setter. Therefore, it has to be reset. So, again, we got a great match going.
Yeah, you know, this 10-pin, depending on what happens here, you know, if he runs it down, they're pretty much in a commanding position.
Well, they've got a 40-pin lead. Fantastics, too.
Yeah. But
So-
sometimes these long waits in between, you know, when things like this happen, it's kind
That's
of like
true.
icing the kicker in football, right?
Well, you do that by calling timeout, don't
That's
you?
right. That's right. So, but it looks like the mechanics crew here at Oak Lanes is on top of it, and
You wouldn't have it any other way,
getting that
would you,
10-pin
Jason?
set back up there. That was the my gratuitous plug for my amazing staff here at Oak Lanes.
Absolutely. So
Can't help myself.
You shouldn't. You should be very proud of all your people. Ouch.
Yeah, sometimes that little hiccup there can,
That's unfortunate because that was a great shot by Eugene.
yeah, should have carried.
Yep, definitely should have. Paul Udican now. So Cherry Hill North has a max score of 218. The Fantastics are going at a 217 pace. So we have a real opportunity here. Looks like he kind of double dribbled that one.
Yeah, I don't think he was too happy with that execution
No.
there.
Leaves the 2-4. Paul bowling for 40 years.
You know, in these situations, though, you never give up. You just pick up the spare and see what happens.
It's true. Candace Bradley, our youngin'. And
Yeah.
boy, can she gun.
Yeah, she's young, but she's got a lot of experience even at a young age. She bowls a lot, bowled through college. Let's see if she can use that experience to get her a strike here.
No doubt. And as you said, that high backswing generates a lot of speed.
A lot of ball speed, good rev rate.
She leaves a 10-pin.
I think she's pretty happy with that. She says, okay, I can pick this up.
Yeah, picks up her spare ball off the rack. I kind of like these racks you've got here at Oak for extra balls. I mean, that kind of keeps balls off the floor and people tripping over them.
Yeah. It was the previous owners. They had those installed, and you know, the first time I looked at this place, I said, "What a great idea!"
It definitely is. Oh,
Oh boy. Well, that opens the door a little bit for this Cherry Hill Lanes North team, doesn't it?
Yeah, Cherry Hill North again has a max score of 208, and the Fantastics at a 206 pace. So Cherry Hill North here needs a strike out to Jim Kula.
Yeah, strike here. I'll give him a nice.
He comes light. Leaves the 2-5-7.
Well, it's kind of the same story as a few weeks ago, where the two lanes were playing a little bit different. I can't remember what match that was, but the one lane was hooking more than the other. You get dialed in on the one lane, and then you move lanes after the fifth frame, and
True.
It's the teams that make the adjustment that
Oh.
win.
Well, the Fantastics now in the 10th frame, 186 through 9. Kenneth Williams now, or Corky, up. They've got the game in hand, but still, you got to get prepared for the next match.
That's right. Throw 3 good shots here.
Through the nose leaves the 6-7-10 split, but they got enough to win the match. But boy, that so promising first half of this match is just ground to a halt.
Yeah, boy, they switched lanes, and it was, they really, both the two lanes must be just different enough to.
Yep. Yeah. Great pickup. Great pickup by Corky.
Yeah, he was going for that one. They had the match in hand. He said, I think I'm just going to try to show off here a little bit.
Well, he definitely showed off. That was a great, great pickup. Final score for the Fantastics, 206. Joe Juzik now up for the Cherry Hill Lanes North team. Leaves that solid 10 pin.
I don't know how those pins can stand up against that guy, that speed and rev rate.
Well, look at the one Candace threw in the ninth frame there.
Yeah.
Same thing, right?
Yep.
It's just amazing.
That's the challenge of our game, though, It's sometimes it doesn't matter how good you think you executed. There's a lot of other factors involved, right?
That's right. If it was that easy,
everybody'd be doing it.
And it wouldn't be a sport.
That's right.
It would be Wii bowling.
That's right.
So you got to get out and perform. You got to make it happen. And a strike there. Final score. Fantastics Bowling Club 206. Cherry Hill Lanes North 173. Fantastics Bowling Club now is going to the finals, and they'll face off against Woodland. But we'll be back after these messages because we're going to talk to the Fantastics Bowling Club and congratulate them and see what their plan is for taking down that strong Woodland team here on Bowling Showcase. Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We are the largest affiliate of the United States Bowling Congress with over 30,000 members of all ages. We support USBC certified league competition and organize USBC certified tournament competition. We provide 18 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com. The Michigan State USBC provides tournament competition and recognition for men, women, and youth bowlers in Michigan. Tournaments include Open, Women's, and Youth Championships. Also Youth Masters, Queens, Masters, and Senior Masters. Recognition includes first-time 300 games and 800 series for all members and 600 and 700 club memberships for women. Visit MichiganStateUSBC.com for entry blanks and more information on the Michigan State USBC. Here we are back on Bowling Showcase. The semifinals are done. The final match is set up. But before we get to that, let's talk to Fred Whitmore of the Fantastics Bowling Club. And a nice win.
Thank you.
So the first half of the match was really competitive.
Right.
It was competitive through the whole way.
Right.
But the first half of the match was not only competitive but high scoring.
Right.
And that second half, like I was telling Jason during the match, just kind of like almost ground to a halt.
Right. Right.
But anyway, congratulations to your team. What do you got to say for them?
Great bunch of guys. I love this club. And we were over there teasing one another about breathing. We stopped breathing there for a minute. and then we kind of relaxed a little bit. So
I saw that deep breath that you took in the sixth frame there.
yeah, I need it. I'm a coach myself, a silver level, and I've been studying a lot of bowling psychology.
Okay.
And they emphasize that, while you're over there, just when you're in a nervous situation, you got to breathe.
That's true. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you in the finals next week.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so the finals are all set now. We got Woodland and the Fantastics Bowling Club.
I'm not going to sleep all week. Like, I can't wait until next
It's
week.
going
It's
to be a great matchup.
Yeah, really fantastic.
You know, I can't wait for it myself.
Yeah.
So you at home, guess what? You get to see it next week. Woodland Lanes, Fantastics Bowling Club, here on Bowling Showcase. We'll see you then. Promotional consideration paid for by the following: